Hey darling, Danetha here. I'm a money mystic as well as the creator of Money Mimosas. In today's video, I'll be sharing the full moon money message for December 2020. If you checked out my full moon money messages before, welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so excited that you landed on my video. Before I hop into this full moon's money message, I like to share my process as a money mystic. My process involves three key pillars. One, astrology. Two, cultural economics. And three, my intuition. These full moon money readings, and if you're a Money Mystic member, you also get access to my new moon money readings. These money readings are meant to give you an insight into how the flow of abundance is occurring across the world. With this information, my intention is that you can then apply it to your own life and also see how the flow of abundance is moving within your own personal experience. My philosophy when it comes to money is that the more in alignment we are with our soul's purpose, the more in alignment we will be with the flow of abundance. And when we are in the flow of abundance, money flows to us with ease and grace. That's not to say that it will be easy or won't take any effort. However, it will happen with ease. It's almost like going with the current rather than going against the current. With all of that said, being in the flow of abundance is definitely impacted by systemic injustice. My videos around full moon money messages are not meant to discredit things such as systemic injustice, racism, the continued abuse, the continued financial abuse of Black women. These videos are meant, though, to be an invitation to see how you can take your power back despite everything that's happening around you, how you can rise above that and truly be the wealthy woman that you know you are meant to be while in this human body. These moon money readings are meant to help you uncover who you truly are and see how you may be getting in your own way of abundance. The more we can remove our own internal money blocks, the more we will be in the flow of abundance. And that is my invitation with all of these videos. In money mysticism, the full moon is a time of releasing poor habits, poor relationships, toxic behaviors, old histories that are no longer serving you, that is keeping you from attracting money, from being a money magnet. The full moon for the month of December occurs on December 29th at 10:28 Eastern Time. Depending upon your location, will determine the exact time that the full moon appears, but the energy is present leading up to that day and a couple of days afterwards. This is an incredibly powerful moon because we're coming off of the winter solstice, the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, which occurred in Aquarius, as well as all of the energy that is related to the upcoming new year. This is a very, very, very powerful time to release anything that is no longer serving you and truly allow you to step into the new year on solid ground and be able to build wealth from there. All right, now with all of that said, let's hop into December 2020's full moon, and I'll be referring to my notes so that I make sure I don't miss anything for you. The December 2020 full moon is in the sign of Cancer. Some background on this moon: it is known as the snow moon by some Native American tribes in the Western Hemisphere. One of those tribes is the Cherokee tribes. And this full moon, like other full moons, is the time to release baggage. And since it's the final full moon of the year, the intentions you set under this full moon, anything you release, will set you up, will set the intention, the overarching intention for the coming new year. As I mentioned, this full moon is in Cancer. The Cancer zodiac sign is very much related to our emotional bonds. It governs the fourth house, and the fourth house has to do with family, roots, your foundation. And when I as I interpret the fourth house, this doesn't necessarily mean family that you're blood related to. It can be soul family. It's about setting solid roots. For some of you, you have incredible relationships with the family that you were born into. Awesome. For some of us, that's not the case. And so for some of us, setting a solid foundation doesn't mean going to the family that we were born into. It means looking at the soul family that we've created, our chosen family, and seeing how we can strengthen those emotional bonds. One of the questions that came through to me as a journal prompt that may be helpful for you as it relates to the fourth house is to ask your ancestors, what is an ancestral trauma that I'm holding on to that I need to release under this full moon? With this full moon's energy, you will be incredibly supported in any heavy lifting that you've been holding on to, particularly as it relates to ancestral trauma. That is a prompt that I invite you to unpack for yourself underneath this moon. In addition to connecting with your ancestors and understanding ancestral trauma that you may need to release, the message that came through so clearly under this full moon's energy is releasing your old self so that you can step into your elevated identity. From an astrological perspective, this means looking at your south node and your north node. Your south node, how I like to see it, is the lessons you've already learned in past lives. If you're someone that also believes in past lives, these are lessons that you've already mastered. These are perhaps stories that you've brought in from your previous lives into this current experience that you're having as a human. The north node is your north star, if you will, what you are growing into, what if you fully self-actualize, what you will become, your elevated identity. And under this full moon, the message is so clear to take a look at your south node and take a look at how it is still governing your life. What are some things that you need to release so that you can fully start moving along your karmic path towards your north node, towards your north star? A journal prompt that can be helpful to you is to ask yourself, where was I 11 years ago? So 11 years ago will be 2009. Where were you in 2009? If you're someone that, maybe you were 5 in 2009 or 8 in 2009, and that time period may not directly apply to you, take 1 year. The point is that it has ones in it. So either 11 years ago, or just 1 year ago, depending upon your current age. And look back, I'm going to stick with the 11-year mark. Look back to 11 years ago. And what were the things that you were struggling with financially or in your relationships that are still playing out today? What are the things that just keep on coming up? What are the things that just keep on coming up? And look at all areas of your life. We're going to focus on money. Were you questioning your career 11 years ago and thinking about starting a new career or starting a business, and you're still in that same place 11 years later? Trying to figure out, should I continue down this path or start a new business? Did you feel overworked 11 years ago and you're still feeling overworked? Are you still experiencing feast or famine, inconsistent income coming in? And that is a recurring story that you're noticing when you reflect on where your life was 11 years ago versus now. The same things keep coming up. That is a moment to do some honest digging to see how you have recreated the situation. What is something that's within you that allows the same lesson to keep on coming up, but to not learn it so that you can move on to something else and to elevate into this higher identity, and be within the flow of abundance? And so that's the ritual I have for you today. And the message is to, short and simple, take an honest inventory, see how your life, the financial challenges that you had 11 years ago are still playing out today, and take ownership of how you have played a role in that continuing to happen. As you take ownership of it, reflect on what are the parts of me that I need to release, this old self that I need to let go of so that I can move closer to my North Node, so I can truly elevate into a wealthy woman. When you do that, be sure to thank your old self. This isn't a time to berate yourself, be mean to yourself, to be unkind, because your South Node, your old self, if you will, brought you to this place. She helped you learn lessons. She helped strengthen you. She sacrificed for you. She helped you become stronger. She helped you see the world from a discerning place. Thank her for every gift that she's given her and allow her to rest now so that your new self can elevate and you can be in the flow of abundance. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please let me know in the comments below. And I wish you a beautiful close to the end of this year. And I look forward to seeing you in the new year. Bye for now.